All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dive into something that stops so many smart people from ever stepping on that red circle: the fear of rehearsal. It's this weird paradox, right? That practicing your talk will somehow ruin it. Well, let's unpack that, because it's the secret to an absolutely killer performance.
So here's the big question, the one that probably keeps you up at night. You've got this amazing idea, an idea worth spreading, but you're just terrified that if you practice it too much, you're going to sound like a robot. Stiff, unnatural, totally disconnected. And look, that's a real fear. But is it actually true?
Let's just bust this myth right here, right now. The reality? It's the complete opposite. You know those speakers who seem so natural, so conversational, so effortless? They are, without a doubt, the most rehearsed people in the room. See, the goal of practice isn't just to memorize words. It's to know your material so well that you don't even have to think about it anymore. That's what frees you up to actually connect with the audience.
Okay, but hold on. Before you can rehearse anything, you need something worth rehearsing. Practice can make a good talk great, but it can't fix a broken one. You've got to build a really strong foundation first. Now, this might look like a simple checklist, but every single one of these is non-negotiable. What's your core idea in just one sentence? Do you have a hook that's going to grab people in the first few seconds? Does it flow like a story? And this last one is maybe the most important. You have to constantly ask yourself, why should anyone listening care about this? If you can't answer that, no amount of practice is going to save you.
All right, so you've got that solid foundation. Now you're ready to build on it. This is where the real work and the real magic begins. This is the rehearsal playbook.
Look, effective rehearsal is a system. It's not just mumbling your lines in the car. You have to start early. I'm talking dozens and dozens of run-throughs. You have to practice in front of actual human beings, friends, family, anyone who'll give you honest feedback. Then you have to actually listen to that feedback and use it. And finally, you have to simulate the real thing. Stand up, use a timer, and get through the whole thing without stopping, even if you mess up. Train like you fight. You've probably heard the phrase, practice makes perfect. Well, I want you to forget that. A much better way to think about it is practice makes permanent. Because whatever you do in rehearsal, the good stuff and the bad stuff, that's what's going to be burned into your brain. That's what will come out on stage under pressure. So the whole goal here is to practice the right things until they're just automatic.
All right, Section 3, beyond just the words. A great talk is so much more than a script. It's a performance, and that means you have to rehearse every single part of your delivery, not just what you're saying.
Your voice is your #1 tool up there. You've got to practice using it. Practice slowing down, because your nerves are going to tell you to speed up. Use pauses, let your big points really land. Vary your tone, so you don't put everyone to sleep with a monotone drone. And maybe most importantly, let your genuine passion for the topic come through. If you don't sound like you care, nobody else will either.
Now your body, it's talking the whole time, whether you realize it or not, so you have to practice having an open, confident posture. Your hands need to have a purpose. They should be helping you tell the story, not just fidgeting nervously. You need to practice making eye contact, actually connecting with people out there. And use the stage. Move with intention. Your body language can either support your message or totally undermine it.
And please, oh please, do not forget to practice your tech. This is where so many speakers crash and burn. That slide clicker, it should feel like an extension of your body. Rehearse in the actual outfit you're going to wear to make sure it's comfortable and the mic pack fits right. And if you have any props or a demo, you need to practice with him until it's so smooth it's second nature. And this is the payoff for all that work. The reason those great talks feel so conversational and effortless isn't because the speaker didn't practice. It's because they practice so much that they're not thinking about the words anymore. They're not worried about when to click the slide or what their hands are doing. They are simply free. Free to be present and to connect with the people right in front of them.
Now, don't just take my word for it. Let's look at some of the absolute legends of the TED stage. This is where we can really see how all this practice pays off.
So think about Sir Ken Robinson. His talk feels so funny and off the cuff, right? That's not an accident. That ease comes from being so prepared that he can relax and just be himself. Or what about Simon Sinek? His Start With Why is brilliant because he rehearsed how to explain a huge idea with one super simple visual. And Brené Brown, her incredible vulnerability on stage, you can't be that open and authentic if you're secretly panicked about forgetting your next line. Practice gave her the freedom to connect. Okay, so let's bring this all home. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final and I think very powerful way to reframe this whole idea of rehearsal. This is it. This is the whole ball game.
Rehearsal isn't a cage that traps you and makes you robotic. It is the key that unlocks the cage. All that hard work you do in private, that's what buys you the incredible freedom to be completely present, totally authentic, and truly connected when it's your turn to step on that stage. So let go of that fear. Stop worrying about sounding robotic. Start thinking of rehearsal as the tool that liberates your message. Because the real question isn't whether you should practice or not. The real question is, what is that incredible idea that you have that's ready to be practiced, polished, and finally shared with the world?